What's up, extraordinary people? I'm Daniel, and today we're going to talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So this is, of course, the newest film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the third film in the Ant-Man series, and it features Ant-Man and the other main characters in the series traveling to the quantum realm, where they must defeat Kang the Conqueror before he escapes the realm and begins his conquest of the multiverse. So I was pretty excited for this movie. I liked the first two Ant-Man films. I really enjoyed Jonathan Majors' performance as Kang and Loki, and I was excited to see what Marvel would do with their next big bad after Thanos. Unfortunately though, while this movie is fun to a degree and does have a lot going for it, it's really not very good. So the best things about this movie are probably the cast and visual design. The visual effects themselves are pretty uneven. Some of them look really good, others not so much. The visual design in this movie though is really good, and I really like the design of the quantum realm and all these really weird creatures and people that inhabit it. It just feels like a really unique place we haven't really seen on screen before. Additionally, the actors in this movie all do a really good job and make this movie a really fun experience. There were many moments that put a smile on my face or made me laugh, and that's definitely something I want from the MCU. Unfortunately though, the positives really stop there because this movie was a very bland and lackluster experience overall. There's barely a story to speak of, the characters aren't developed at all, and there's really no narrative theme or through line tying everything together. In many ways, this movie feels more like a sequence of events than it does a story. And to me, the worst part of the writing in this movie is how bland the characters are. They barely have any personality, motivations, or even anything to do. There's maybe one moral challenge that one character faces, and it's resolved really quickly, and other than that, there's just nothing to actually challenge these characters or make them do anything interesting or put them in any kind of interesting scenario. The worst thing this movie does with a character, though, is definitely Kang, who is a major missed opportunity. We barely get to see him do anything. We hear a lot about his exploits, and characters talk about how powerful he is, but we barely get to see any of that. And it just strikes me as lazy on the part of the filmmakers. There are also certain plot threads that feel very rushed with very little setup, leading to payoffs that don't feel earned. Ultimately, this movie is just a very boring and bland experience, and it's very baffling to me that the movie setting up the next Thanos, essentially, of the MCU would feel so bland and uninspired. This is supposed to be a big tentpole release of the MCU, but to me it just feels like filler. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania a 4. This to me is a very disappointing start to Phase 5 of the MCU. I know Marvel can do so much better than this. Alright guys, have you seen Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania? What do you think about it? Whatever you thought, let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video, and remember that you're extraordinary. I love all of you so much. Bye.